Oh, hey, it's Farmer Ian here, the Dilworth Garden. Welcome back. I know it's a little different, but I'm here nestled among the sunflowers. It's still early in the morning, so the bees aren't out. The bees really like to visit these. So, welcome back to the garden. I know it's a little bit different. We're not all together at the garden. You're where you are, and I'm where I am. But I'm really excited to share the things that are happening behind me with you. I'm really excited to share some of the things that I've done over the summer. And I'm really excited to share some of the work that we have to do, or that I have to do, to get the garden ready for bed. But we have days and days of sunshine left before we have to start worrying too much about that. I'm really excited to share it with you, with videos. I'm hoping to be able to visit some of your classrooms electronically. It's going to be great. We're going to share all sorts of really neat stuff. I found all sorts of neat things here in the garden. Some things have worked really well. Some things didn't work really well, and I learned from those. Did you ever make mistakes? Did you ever do that? I do that. Every grown-up makes mistakes. And the best thing to do is learning from those. So, really excited to share some of the lessons I've learned. I have a whole long list of all the things that I learned about gardening this year, and I can't wait to share them with you. So, let's take a quick tour of our garden, and we'll go from there. So, since I started my video with being nestled in the sunflowers, I thought it would be nice to see these sunflowers. Look at how tall they grew. There's our bikes. That's how we got here this morning. Look at that. And I thought you might like to see your beautiful school. Look at that. It misses you. The bell still rings. It tells me it's time to move on to something new. So, there's our tall sunflowers. And down here, very exciting, the asparagus that we planted in the spring. It is growing and ferning out. Look at that. Some are light green when they're fresh, and they get darker green. Then we have these. They're like a purple when they come out of the ground. And if we move on down, we have some seed-saving ideas right here. Some peppers and herbs. Exciting stuff. Now if we go over here, here's a bed that's getting ready for the next thing. It's been sitting there waiting patiently underneath this cloth. We have our sweet potatoes, and why are they under there? To keep them safe from hungry bunnies. We have our tomatoes, and our tomatoes, there's actually something happening with the tomatoes. We're going to talk about that later, but we still have some ripe tomatoes left. And look, another sunflower. It's the sunflower year here at the Dilworth Garden. We have some squash growing happily in and out of the bed. We have our flowers. We have these cool yellow calendula, which are making a bunch of seeds all the way back with our zinnias, and of course some amaranth. Couldn't have a garden without some amaranth. I'm going to do some watering. Here's my hose. We have ground cherries all along the bed here. And here's something that I tried, very exciting. Potatoes down the middle of the bed, and I put a pole here, and I put a pole here, and I ran a bunch of twine, and look, I have 2 walls of mouse melons that are actually not as tall as they could have been. And here is my helper, Mr. Helper. What'd you find today? Okay. What's on the other side of the mouse melons here?
You'll see some pepper plants over here.
Peppers and parsley.
Here's some tiny baby ones.
Okay.
And
Zooming in on the tiny babies.
I think these
And here's where the mouse melons are growing.
Oh!
Yahoo!
I just found more.
Excellent. So, we're here, we're doing a little morning watering, maybe doing a little morning planting, checking things out, and making sure that we keep this garden going, because it is excited, just like I am, for the day when we can all come back to our beautiful school and our beautiful garden. But until that day, we're going to keep things rolling here, and we're going to keep sharing things with you. So, until next time, this is Farmer Ian saying, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and have some fun.